After that, you can no longer queue in, so you got to squeeze as many games in as you can within that window, within that time frame. You only have 10 opportunities to make a name for yourself here.
Yeah, and a great push there from Falconer. Again, him and Arkham had been a duo for 3 days before week 2 of the Fortnite World Cup Online Open Qualifiers. 3 days of practice. Again, going to pop. And this is a lot of Shadow Bombs used and got picked up there by the drums. Took a lot of chip anyway to just get back over his partner.
No.
That's instant trap and instant ramp in the place. He knows the 150 goes out, knocks down Psychic, but Psychic returns the favor and lets just those explodes towards everything. Exit cleans up the 2 knocks.
Clearly has the skills to throw as the shots come down. Oh boy.
Oh, I mean, you talk about gatekeeping. That guy poked his head out and went for a build for a second. I think there was at least 10 different tracer fires going towards it. You talk about not wanting to be on the backside of the storm. That's what happens. 12 a.m. chill and 12 a.m. juicy. Well, this is more of just kind of like, it throws you for a loop. Your game plan has to be different, but it's not actively difficult on rotations. Polar Peak is just unnecessarily difficult to get around. Just a huge mountain, don't have slopes on the side. Zip lines are at weird angles, and those late circles being so tight and going back and forth just inherently is going to be incredibly hard. But this side of the mountain isn't easy either.
Battles that just broke out for a quick little sprint right there was crazy. It's Ronin on 60 hertz, and it pains me that every time we've seen Ronin, unfortunately, is kind of getting chipped off, but keep making it to endgame, man. We see you. Keep it up.
Threshold to just inside the 10 on that one rotation over the top of the pressure plant. So again, Old Man Mountain claims his toll, but Lucky pushes into the box of the qualifiers and says, hello, who are you? I don't care. I'll take all that and all your mats. Gets out with a nice little replenish before disengaging. Over here, the players from Team Kangara, as Sealmat gets a great down on Dakota, doing all of that himself with no help whatsoever from his duo, making sure we give Sealmat all the credit in the world, as he's also able to confirm the Elim there, getting the siphon. Sealmat's duo picks up the Elim onto X-Tick while Little and Jake, the S2 boys, are also able to get their own space. The Kangara duo gets back together. And look at that, they double-ended the wall. He says, oh, you had a window? I'll throw my own window in there, not messing up yours. Pick up one and not quite able to get the second to make it top 5, but he knows it's there, and he gets it. Had him pinned against it brilliantly. 3 quick Elims and into the top 5. Huge swing for Sealmat and his duo.
That's right, and this is not the place you want to be on Shadow Bomb too low. Oh no, he does get one right there. Actually, and managed to save himself. He builds a wall right overhead as Epic Whale comes in perfectly. That clean timing, just so having to walk in, makes the edit for his teammate, eats the pump to the face. As Epic Whale's duo, Sealmat, is still in the game right now.
Epic Whale said, Mr. President, get down. I will take that one with you. But will his sacrifice be worthy enough? As Snow does take the Elim over onto Jay. Sealmat on the low ground. You have Snow and S-Work, the only true duo left in it. And the sacrifice wasn't enough. The grenades, a little bit of retribution, but S-Work gets Sealmat, and now Little is raining down the rest of his explodes. Just throw him on down, son. Throw everything. Gets the knock onto S-Work, and he forces Snow out of the zone. He gets it. Just get the siphon, and it's over. Get the siphon, and he doesn't even need the siphon. He says, I'm going to pick up the Elim myself, Sundown. Snow can go. S-Work can go.
I wish. I truly
really cool.
I just spend a lot of time down but not out, so I'm very good.
So you know exactly. I know.
Yeah,
I'm with you, bud. I'm with you. Do fist bump it. I respect
Boop, there it is.
Ooh, bad RNG. Seth, man, you should. I mean, tell you, Karma. You should have put that in your name. This should be positive vibes only. Positive vibes. You put that bad juju out there, brother. That's why. That's why it didn't work out for you.
And he did not have a great performance, and that was something he pointed out. He was like, look, you know what? I just need to up my game. I need to level up. And we've seen Nick just continue to level up his gameplay, improve, making it to these last few circles. You see a bunch of eliminations coming here from Slush, 5 to his name. But yeah, Nick is just continuing to get better and better and better.
When it matters most. And in these situations, with one spot on the line in NA West, it matters the most here. But here we go, 23 duos remaining, and once again, that combat shotgun combined with the tactical AR is a diabolical combination.
Coming down 33 players, 22. So don't forget, guys, Top 15 is where we get this first round of placement points. 3 on the table. There it is on the right side of the screen. 5 at 10, 7 at 5, and Victory Royale at 10 more points. Rouge picks up an elimination very quickly there, and Mercs is there to take down the duo partner. So the only downside here is that Neil's down to 66 HP.
But with the combat shotgun, if you're trying to dive in to players that are on the high ground, it is so hard. Like, it's harder in my mind than it was back then with just when people were AR spamming you. Like, they're capping you from a distance with that combat shotty. So I do want them to be a little mindful. They decided to go for the whole cup and go up to the high ground. I appreciate that one. Nick Mercs, he's going to dive. Oh! A reloading player. Aspire Eros was reloading the rocket, and he ended up just getting shredded, body to the face.
You know what that sound is. Nick just swooped in like an eagle.
Swooped in.
He said, "Caw!" Back to lobby. Another one from the sky, and that was not even with the combat shotgun. That was with the AR. That is Nick's precision coming through. I mean, again, you said it best. Nick's been playing video games for a while. He is deadly on the sticks. He's going to be firing from above.
They're playing incredible. This is a 12 elim game, and they're getting even more. They are playing incredible Fortnite here, man. This has been a display. The high ground control has been exquisite. Here comes a potential challenge from up above, and Instagram memes. It's going to fall outside of the storm instantly. That will be 14 eliminations now for Neo and Nick Mercs. Scratch that. Make that 15. They're going to keep this one going with the way things are panning out here. We're now in the top 10. Everyone's earning the placement points. The next placement threshold for points is going to be top 5.
To them. They're kind of low on builds, about 300 or 32 total builds. We're going to see more pickups. Nick was using metal, so it's going to be a pretty reinforced structure. But now Neo says, look, let's just dive down on these players. They're fighting. They're swapping shots left and right. And Nick says, let's do it. Let's go on and head down.
Going in for the support. Neo's watching down low. Combat Shotty is going to connect there onto Beck. Next player is going to be Gratrix. Gratrix is the last one standing here, but Nick Mercs is going to be right on top of him along with Neo. A victory royale, 18 points there.
And listen, want to point out, I kind of forgot about earlier, but I want to make now. If you want to compete, you still have time. All right, we're here in week number 6. You have plenty of time. Hop into Champions League, get the 300 points, and then you too. Oh my! You can also compete. Okay.
Gonna go back and try and own a little bit more of this area when they need to rotate out, but Entho's right in front. The stinkers were in play. You got to be careful, but they do pick up the eliminations.
Because you don't want to be sent back to lobby before, right there on the edge. Those 3 points are so important. Oh no!
Down on Arrow. Arrow right below the player, got built right on top of and didn't own that floor. So instead, that was going to go to Spook, who then follows up with another one there onto Saucy. I can't help
you break back into the Spanish accent. Listen, this goes exactly what you said, though. There's so many new players, so many new faces that are breaking into the scene. So again, if we just say your name wrong, we do apologize. Hit us with that hashtag Fortnite World Cup. And observers.
And observers. And everyone. Everyone's included in that, Zeke.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
So we got Neo Rouge, Nick Mercs back again. We saw them snag a victory royale earlier on. They have 8 eliminations, 65 points total. Make that 66 as Whack ends up getting picked off there, knocked out. And
I mean, look, if we see what another pop-off performance like we just watched, they're gonna slay out. I mean, Nick is hungry. Look, you can see he's like, look, I know I all you can ever see are my eyes, all right, but I'm hungry. I also have a mouth. Oh, he's gonna go down. The caster curse.
Maybe a little too hungry there and ate a few shots. Is gonna go down. Now it'll be up to Neo Rouge here.
They are top 10. They get placement points for that, and top 15. And look, Neo Rouge is still popping off. He's still picking up eliminations left and right. Even though Nick has gone down, they're still very much in this. Neo gets the slap back Zuleta.
He needs to be careful. He's going to be in the top 5. 7 points now as we just hit the last placement. Mowgli from above is going to shred through Neo.
Lunatic in very critical condition right now. Spook just has to sneeze accidentally in his direction. Now he's going to get those few minis off, just maybe 28, 30 HP effectively. Rex, on the other hand, about 200.
That's it.
He's just barreling his way down below, trying to get through safety, finds more, builds down in the low ground.
Rex
but
knows it's
Mowgli and Spook, they're going to close in, GP. They're closing in.
Rex knows that it's coming. He's got to play some defense, but he's going to jump right into the box and Spook, Mowgli, victory, Royale, GG. Well done from them. They're going to get themselves 10 points, 18 total with their eliminations.
Because of all the line of sight issues with all the buildings next to them.
That's actually
continue to pressure through hole one, just as he goes through, does get the wall and gets the replace. CLG Summer goes down.
That shows you how much pressure was coming in, making it really weird as everyone is in on backside of this zone here. Balgo goes down to S2 Farm from the opposite side of the map here.
64 points, definitely not going to be enough for that qualification spot, but it's in range if they have 2 more to go. Use that minigun to pressure on through. Nothing yet. T-Rose does have somebody in his box.
Oh,
That's
it's
Ty Tanks. We talked about them being so consistent week after week. You can take them out, and again, so important, the players that you take out.
We talked about a few times today how close it could be. Every single engagement matters, and just one game not placing through the threshold quite literally comes down to the difference maker here. Nice. But Tracer goes down to Sean's shot right there. Very nicely done. It's going to pick him up some good loot.
Many times now, and the launch pad's going to come in. They're going to try to get. Oh, they go for height. Aiden goes right inside the box, but doesn't get too much damage in. Still goes through with the cone down as well. It's not going to work out because Spectro with the minigun, we saw it earlier, takes out Aiden, and that's another impactful kill for Spectro.
Absolutely, to go toe-to-toe and queue up the minigun is crazy to do, but Spectro walks into Spicy and gets treated with a spicy surprise. Should have got your tolerance up, bud. Kind of holding things down, 73 points, so you know, the higher in the points you are, the more likely you are to queue against those players as well. 74 points now, as he is almost to top 5. This is a very important engagement right here. 6 duos remain. Spicy needs to just drop 1 player. It's a solo game at this point. This is worth 4. Doesn't quite get it farmed. Instead walks away with it. So he gets straight out.
He actually Spectro got the revive on T-Rose all the way back then. He got knocked early on, but
T-Rose falls off the build.
Just as I say.
No, forgets to switch materials. Sam, he does have bandages though. Can he land a shot? No, jumps a little pump shot right there. Little jump shotgun. He can make the edit. He can do many things here. He has a lot of options. He's playing the slow game, waiting for one mistake. And Wheels catch the low ground peak on Samster to finish off the game right there.
Little and Jay, they take $6,500 and they're going to get that 1 spot from NA West to go to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. Crazy stuff there. Congratulations to them. You saw Arkham and Falconer, by the way, already qualified back in week 2, but they have another consistent performance, and we're starting to see that more and more from a lot of these already qualified players, that they're shredding, Zeke. They're still putting everything that they have into this because this is the most valuable practice that they can get before New York City.
I mean, like you said, man, great practice. And then, of course, we've only got the single spot available. There's a lot of big names up there as well. I mean, Ghost Sean, Ghost Aiden, right there on the cusp, right on the edge. But don't forget, we still have 2 weeks to go. So I'd be curious to take a look at the match breakdown for these guys, see how they got to this point. Oh my gosh, it's like they read my mind.
Wow, look at that, Zeke. It's almost as if it's been pre-planned in the run of show. Okay, so they played 9 games and they started off pretty strong. A second place finish of 7 points, plus 10 Elims, 17. And then from there, not all that bad, Sundown. A good breakdown, 47-53.
Yeah, a good little spread there. 48 points from their Elim, 54 coming from placements, and then closing it out, 15 points in the final match. That stereotypical pop-off game, and they finished 5 points clear of Aiden and Sean, who did have a little late surge there in their last 2 matches, but it wasn't enough. So shout-outs to Jay and Little. Jay has been popping off. We saw him originally come up